So you see, oh god, he's sending like 60 Zerglings over here, and I'm not sure. Actually, he doesn't take out this expansion, which is interesting. He just kills all the drones and then just kind of leaves for some reason. But yeah, he doesn't even finish the spine crawl. I'm not really sure what he was doing there, but I guess he figured I would come up there, and he doesn't want to lose all these. So, although he could kill this, I don't know. But I was kind of slow getting over there, so I have to remake all these drones. And I'm still making mutas, but he's also making 4 corruptors, and that is definitely not good for me. So I decide, alright, I'm going to throw down an infestation pit for infestors, because infestors' fungal growth is good against Zerglings if you can actually hit them. Fast little buggers, but if you can get them, it will do some great damage, because I mean these things only have 35 HP and 1 armor at this point. So we are actually identical, or are we? No, he actually has an upgraded advantage. He has +1 attack, while I only have +1 armor. And yeah, I did throw out my 4th, but he is attacking this with all these lings, just kind of going rampant around here, destroying tons of stuff. And he does run up into my main, which kind of causes me to panic. Luckily, at this point, there were almost no drones left in here, so he didn't do that much damage. And yeah, so anyway, with the infestors, I figured they would also be good against mutas, which theoretically they would be, but in the situation I get in where I finally use my infestors, they make like no difference. But I have seen infestors used pretty well against mutas. It just takes quite a few fungal growths. And yeah, so we're still each on 3 base, and let's see how many units. No, not units. Isn't units what I want? Yeah, there we go. I hit the wrong thing. Okay, so he has 40 drones. I have 34, which is both low for being on 3 base and me 4 base. If you're on 4 base, you probably want around 70 drones, maybe, I would say would be a good number. Maybe even 80, depending on the map and the situation. Well, maybe not the map so much, but you know. So he moves in here, and I push him away. But yeah, so I probably want 70 to 80. He probably wants at least 60 to 70, I would say, because you want like 20 drones, I think it is, like 20 to 25 drones in each base. So yeah, we're both kind of low on that, but you know, I just kind of forget to make them after a point. And actually, this is a good tab to be looking at. You see, he has 5 more mutas than me, plus 10 corruptors, so you'll see when the final battle takes place how he has such a huge advantage. In game, I did not realize that that he had this huge of an advantage. Like, I knew he had probably more mutas and stuff, but not like that many more. And at this point, he has almost 10 more. So I'm falling behind here as the game goes on farther. And actually, I think it's at this point I try to throw up a base here, but he destroys it. But meanwhile, I send all my ground units over to his base to attack, because I know he has basically no ground units, and his flying army was way over here, his air forces. So I actually do a fair amount of damage, but I should have actually killed this. But then I head up here and I'm like, oh, well, I'll just kill the Spire. That will halt his muta production, although he's only making 10. But yeah, so I do a fair amount of damage, but really not the amount I need to, which is a shame. So that does get, and actually, does he have, no, he doesn't have a new Spire up yet. I thought he maybe had a second one, I guess not. But yeah, I'm just kind of slowly making mutas. My main problem really in this game is just like how to spend my resources, to be honest. My micro is pretty good, but I just like well, we're floating kind of the same, but like I don't know what to actually spend my minerals and gas on. So that hurts me a lot because I just don't have the amount or the right kind of units I need. So, you know, if you kind of have a similar situation, well, unfortunately, I can't help you since I'm kind of clueless in that area. But yeah, just make sure to spend your resources on something that will be effective. And he's actually making an ultra cavern, and I had no idea about this. After the game, he told me, and I was like, "Oh, great! Well, that that would have made it even harder." But I mean, at this point, it's pretty obvious. I mean, he has 12 more mutas than me, plus 10 corruptors, and is he making... Okay, I have 2 attack, but he has 1 armor, so we're basically even in upgrades, but he has the number advantage. And I do send my ground units over here thinking, okay, well, it worked once, maybe I can do some damage again, but he's on top of that and just cleans this up so fast. And yeah, as you can see, my economy, I don't know what I was doing. I have, what, like 5 drones here and like 4 drones here. I'm so far behind at this point. 24 drones. I don't even know where they are. But, yeah, well, I have like 4 sitting here idle. But, so he has 4 ultras too, if it wasn't bad enough for me already. And, let's look at, yeah, and he's like almost 70 supply ahead. He moves into attack. I get ready. I do put a fungal growth, but you see it does almost nothing. And, well, it does a good amount of damage, but he just has so many. He just cleans this up so well. And I think I call the GG here in about 10 seconds. But, yeah. So, you know, that was just pretty interesting how... Actually, I don't even GG. I tell him GG after the game. I'm not that mean, but a little Hydra rage there. I was actually, like, right when the game ended, I was kind of upset that it ended that way. But yeah, I know it was a long game, and parts might have been slow. I just wanted to show it because, at least in-game, it seemed pretty epic, and just some key things to take away is, you know, make sure to spend your money. I have 1,400 and 1,000, and you can see compared to his, so I need to be spending that much better. So yeah, spend your money, spend it on things that will actually help. Well, I've never seen this before. Anyway, and then expand more, have enough drones for your economy. Definitely be more aggressive. That's the other thing that I didn't mention during it. I need to be much more aggressive. If I had a like after he scouted my mutas there, like with that first attack of his, I flew over and saw these 3 spores, but I had like 6 or 7 mutas. If I had killed this and pulled around here, this was not here at that point, I could have killed like almost his entire economy. And maybe even won, or at least really crippled him. So, you know, if you have a chance like that, be aggressive. It'll definitely pay off. And even if the spores are doing some damage, you know, maybe you lose 1 or 2 mutas, but you kill 15 drones or so. That's definitely a fair trade in my mind. So I hope you can take something from this and enjoyed it. I will be casting... Well, actually, I probably won't be casting any more StarCraft today, but hopefully I'll be uploading a couple more videos, maybe some Battlefront, maybe Call of Duty. I don't know. I am kind of debating, but yeah. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.